It is that time of year again, and I'm so excited. It's always my favorite time of year, not just because the weather is great, but it's snow season and it's snow goggle season. We have our top 7 picks, and we want to go over them with you. Before we get into that, I want to talk to you about something that I'm very passionate about, and that is these inserts. Why am I so passionate? Because I am eyeglass Tyler, this time of year, snow goggle Tyler, but I wear eyeglasses, and I wear them all day, every day, and if I didn't have these inserts, I'd be jamming my glasses in the goggles, and it's super uncomfortable. A lot of downsides to that, and I don't have to with these inserts. These inserts are amazing. If you're an eyeglass wearer or a prescription wearer, don't sleep on these because they're amazing. Okay, and look, they look amazing too. And they function, it's just, everything about them is great. Okay, let's get into the goggles. Rob.
Sir.
Top 7, which one's your favorite?
Well, that's hard to say which one's my favorite, but I've always been a fan of, and I know you've always been a fan of, the Anon M4. Such a wonderful goggle. There's a few things I personally love about it, and maybe something people don't talk about as much, because yes, they're magnetic and interchangeable and have the MFI and have the perceived lenses, and they're just fantastic, but they're so well made. They're so like high quality. They're just tough goggles. They're durable. They last season after season if you take care of them a little bit. You know, I just think they're just solid goggles, not inexpensive. I mean, really, we're going with the best goggles from most of the brands here, so nothing really here on this table is going to be super inexpensive, but just the solid, high quality, like they just feel
substantial.
Yeah, like they're not heavy, but they just feel like quality to me.
And they look quality.
Yeah.
You especially when you've been in the industry for as long as we have, you can kind of just look at something and tell it's cheaply made. Did you get that straight off Amazon? Maybe. Things to note. By the way, we almost certainly have a video on every single one of these. If you want more details, you feel like your favorite that you found on this table, we didn't give you all the info you're looking for. You can always check that out in other videos. I'm sure we have info on it. But things like Rob already noted, that magnetic interchange is incredible. These things are super secure, really easy to swap out. You get a bonus lens, you get that MFI. That's a really unique feature on this that I love. It stands for magnetic face mask integration. This comes with a face mask that goes around your whole neck, and it magnetically connects to the bottom of this goggle. In my experience, the best solution if you're a face mask wearer, because it gets it off from underneath your foam. You don't get the fogging nearly as much. Really, really well done. And they have a whole line of MFI compatible other options.
Thick ones,
even like
ones,
whole sweatshirts.
Base layers.
Like a whole sweatshirt
really
with
rad.
it. It's awesome. Okay, next goggle.
Next goggle, we're gonna do one of my personal favorites in my new favorite color. This is the Oakley Line Miner. Something key to note with the Oakley collection is they're not really known or do interchangeability really well. So if you're looking for an interchangeable goggle, this one might not be the one for you. What Oakley uses is the Prism lens technology. This is the new Prism lens color actually, called Prism Sage Gold. And by the way, this color you could only get here at SportRX. This has got the gray and black factory pilot logo on it. This was designed in-house here at SportRX in a collaboration with Oakley. So pretty rad, you can only get this color here. I love the Line Miner. I took kind of a break from snowboarding for a few years, and the first day back on the mountain, I was wearing a Line Miner, so I kind of have like this personal connection with Line Miners. But for the price, for the quality, for the Prism technology, they have the cylindrical design, even though they have amazing optics. They're super comfortable. Comes in a couple of sizes. This is the large, there's also a medium. I believe there's even a small. The large isn't huge, but I'm a bigger guy and it fits me pretty well. I just think they're, for the price, for the look, for the comfort, I just love this goggle. It's got kind of everything you need. Real simple though, not 2 lenses. If you're not in, some people don't like to interchange. And by the way, like, why are 2 lenses so important? Why do so many people talk about that? It's not because when you scratch one, you have a backup. Well, that's also could help, but one's usually gonna be darker for sunny to medium days, and one's gonna be lighter for overcast, low light, snowy, whiteout days. So there's actually a functional purpose between having 2 lenses with all these goggles.
VLT, by the way, stands for visible light transmission. That like 8 to 13 to 15% is good for brighter, sunnier conditions. From that like 15 to 30%, good for kind of cloudy conditions. Anything over a 40% is going to be good for really snowy, even whiteout conditions. One thing I didn't mention about the M4, the fit on this. He mentioned this is a line miner L, fits large, even extra large faces. This is a little more the kind of medium to large. It seems to be a really good sweet spot.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a medium, he's kind of a large.
Fits me well.
Fits us both really well.
Now they make a small too. Brand new for this season, there's a small. So if you're looking for M4s, they also make a cylindrical version, just a rad goggle. But like we said,
you could go on and on. We have in other videos.
Too much. I'm gonna look out for the. I was waiting to do it all day. I'm sorry. Look out for the next goggle. It's the Zeal Lookout.
Zeal is
a lot of cheese.
That was great. Zeal is a company that, goggle company that we don't feel like gets the love that it deserves. They make amazing quality goggles, really, really solid. With the Lookout, you get a really easy interchange system. They call it the rail lock system, where it slides on these rails. It has magnets to hold it in place, but also easy to swap. It does come actually maybe with a bonus lens. You have the option of getting a bonus lens or not, depending on your price point
configurations.
And so that's kind of nice too. You have a little more control there. They also have their observation deck technology. Really what that means practically is they put in what we call panoscopic tilt. And that's because when you're skiing or snowboarding, you're going down the mountain. So really downward angular views are prioritized. And so you're getting a better optical perspective thanks to that observation deck technology.
Yeah, what that means technically or physically is up here's thicker and down here's thinner. So the top part's kind of pushed away from your face a little bit, giving you that tilt. So it's kind of, that's how they get that actually done. One other cool thing with Zeal is they're one of the few lenses that does photochromatic, or a few companies that does photochromatic lenses. They also do polarized lenses. Polarized for snow, some people love, some people hate, it's debatable. I think I'm starting to lean towards liking it again. I used to not like it watching older videos. Depends on the polarization technology, but if you're really wanting like one lens, the photochromaticness, which it's like auto, lighter and darker, and the polarization, is a pretty rad setup. Yeah, don't sleep on Zeal. Zeal's for real. They're actually owned by Maui Jim, one of the best sunglass companies, highest quality lenses in the world. Like a lot of technology goes behind Zeal. So we're big fans of Zeal. I think we need
Zeal's for real.
Zeal's for real. Did we talk about my new favorite word?
No.
Perma-shield, hard coat. It's permanent, it's a shield, it's a coating, it's hard. Tyler knows more about it.
So the shield part stands for it being more scratch resistant, more durable of a lens coating that's on the front and back side. But the thing that's really exciting about it is that the anti-fog coating on the back side of the lens is actually built into the lens itself. So you don't have to be as concerned. It's not as finicky when it comes to wiping the backside of the lens. You don't have to worry about wiping off the anti-fog coating because it's integrated into the lens material and whether it's wet or not. So it's a really cool thing that I think only Zeal offers.
I haven't heard about it ever before. By the way, you're into goggles, obviously. You're still watching us ramble on. The inside of goggles are a lot more sensitive. You don't really want to like excessively clean or wipe down the inside of goggles. So you just got to be very, a little bit more careful. So basically the Zeal one is a little bit more durable like that. All right, we're going to jump on to a favorite goggle already, even though honestly, I have never skied or snowboarded in them. They're brand new for this season. I just think they're so freaking rad and loud and cool and amazing and almost ridiculous. Kind of sounds like me. This colorway, when I saw it, I was just like, what is happening here? So 100% is the world's leader in motocross goggles. They also make some really rad mountain biking, cycling, baseball kind of sport shades. And this season they've gotten into the snow game and they're coming out pretty hard with the snow line. We got a bunch of videos coming out with their whole collection. So this is the Norg. This is like their high-end, super rad one. This color is called Bison. This is my personal pair, actually. Thank you, Liam, if you're watching this video. And I don't know how well they're going to perform in the snow yet. Knowing 100% and how well they're good at how good they are at making goggles, I think they're going to be amazing. But they're in this favorite video because they're already my favorite. They're just so cool.
Very high expectations. It's a little, it's a little unique, and I think it's a testament to everything that we've seen from 100%, that we have as much faith in them as we do. It's brand new, so we haven't even tried it out yet on the mountain, but everything that we see, everything that we're experiencing from them, and everything that we know about them, we feel confident that this is definitely a top pick for the 22-23 season. Some unique features that I have never seen before, which is really cool, is this bezeling around the outside. It gives it really kind of a not only seamless, but like an infinity pool kind of aesthetic, which is really neat. Also a bit of a built-in nose guard, which I've never seen before. I think that really
in the lens especially.
And that in the lens. And so they're really kind of tapping into that MX aesthetic. It is very low profile compared to really everything else on this table here.
Gives you better peripheral, but less volume, which might interfere with fogging. I don't know yet.
Things to be aware of, but really unique, and also that fully magnetic lens interchange, and this thing is
two lenses.
Comes with a bonus
hyper lens
lens
technology. I got high hopes for them. Was that too much full disclosure? I love them already, even though I've never ridden in them. Put it in the comments if I'm being. I don't know. I'm trying to be with good faith here,
yes.
But I just couldn't not talk about. The second I saw these, I was like, what is happening here? Okay.
Keep a cleaning cloth on you though, by the way, as you see, just handling it, because you get a really cool aesthetic, but lots of fingerprints.
There's more lens to touch, so
all right.
you can touch the lens.
Also, by the way, something that we just kind of glazed over because it seems like it goes without saying, but all of these are top tier goggles. So you're getting all of those top tier goggle features like triple layer foam with that microfiber fleece on the part that actually touches your face. Super comfortable, nice and ventilated. You have fully helmet compatible straps. Integrated in the design,
all the best stuff.
Everything that you
anti-fog, scratches, high, amazing lens technologies. Like everything's really good. Speaking of amazing lens technologies, ChromaPop Smith. Smith makes ChromaPop lenses, which really kind of give you a lot of contrast, a lot of boost, similar to like the Prism and the Perceive and the Hyper. This kind of newer wave of lens technology, which at this point is not really all that new anymore. Mm-hmm. When we first started doing these videos, it was kind of new, but me and Tyler, we like doing videos together. That's actually my favorite part of ski season, is doing videos with Tyler again. So Smith has a huge line of goggles, one of the biggest goggle brands in the world. The IO Mag, the IO series, interchangeable, is really kind of what started it for them in this latest phase of Smith. This is the IO Mag. It comes in a few sizes, comes in many different colors. It has an interchangeable system. You have to hit this tab, and then the lens comes out. A spherical lens, just a awesome goggle. Tell them more about it, Tyler.
Not the easiest to interchange, as you can see. I will say though, so IO, if you're familiar with Smith, IO is not a new model name. The mag part is new, and so that's been the last like 2 or 3 seasons that they've done the mag, and they've kind of converted a lot of their popular goggle models into a mag version. So much easier than it used to be. And like Rob was saying, they started out with that bonus lens mentality. They started out with that interchangeable mentality, but it wasn't really very well refined, and they're definitely getting there. It is so much easier to change, and that magnetic with the latch, super secure, really awesome. Another feature that is pretty unique to Smith that you're not gonna find on any of these other goggles is a little easier mechanism for helmet compatibility in the straps, which is this clip system, which is nice. Some people love it, some people don't care one way or the other. And so if you don't care, you don't care, but if you love it, it's there.
Very cool. Okay, speaking of very cool, we did another limited edition goggle this season with Oakley with that same really rad Prism, new Prism Sage Gold lens, just because we love that lens so much. This is the Flight Deck. The Flight Deck is Oakley's most popular goggle. This is the medium size and the most popular size. This is an all black goggle with a small kind of discreet, very classy vintage Oakley factory pilot patch sewn onto it. Again, does not come with 2 sets of lenses. Debatable with Oakley if you really need it, because their Prism technology is very unique, and one goggle lens, even though it might feel dark, works really well up until really bad whiteout conditions. Like, it works 80% of conditions 100% of the time. like it's
Sure.
just a fantastic lens where they're able to use it. And so if you're not the type of person that's going to fiddle with 2 sets of lenses, this is a great goggle. Comes in a larger size as well, but the SMU, the special makeup unit, this exclusive one we did with Oakley, comes in the medium. If you have a big head and you want the exclusive thing, you got to go back to that line miner that we talked about earlier. But Oakley really kind of with this goggle started that whole completely rimless look, that kind of just one shield is really all you see coming down the mountain kind of a thing. So that flight deck is unbelievably popular and just a fantastic goggle. Okay, we're going to go on to the last goggle on the table.
Least.
Definitely not least. Very cool color actually, by the way.
This is the Giro Contour
I think it's
RS.
pronounced Giro? No, it's not. I'm just...
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to that part. Listen to him with the other things that he has to say. Giro, I think, is a little more traditionally affiliated with skiing than snowboarding. I don't know why, and I feel like especially with some of their newer models, they're trying to be more of that snowboarder aesthetic. I don't really understand. There's no functional difference. There's no like skiing goggle versus snowboarding goggle. They're just some brands that skiers over snowboarders tend to prefer and vice versa. But the Contour RS is a really, really solid goggle. Fully rimless design. You do get a bonus lens with this. The Contour RS stands for small. So this is the smaller version. There is also a Contour identical in every way, except for it's a little bit larger. Everything that you would expect, again, out of a top tier goggle you're getting. Their lens technology is called Vivid, and it's by Zeiss. If you're familiar with lenses in the optical world, Zeiss is a very well-known name. One of the standout features that I like is the top venting. They have a little more structure to that. It's not a simple foam. It has a little more of a durable mesh system with, I don't know what they would call that material, vented material that's going to allow airflow, ventilation, but minimize any snowpack melting through and causing problems.
It's called
and fogging.
Super Foam Technology Plus Checkered 2000.
Don't listen to him again when it comes to what he just said. But
in general, listen to
in
this.
general, you can listen to him.
Wow, we went over a lot of goggles. This has gone on for a while.
One more feature, sorry.
More feature.
Toric.
Toric.
Just kind of cool.
You know what toric lenses are? You know what cylindrical lenses are? You know what spherical lenses are? We have a video for that. We have videos on so many things about goggles and inserts and glasses and sunglasses. We should do a video just about our friendship as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you found it informational. Check out SportRX.com. Don't forget we have this amazing See Better guarantee, which means if you get something from us and you don't love it, we're going to work with you. Free shipping both ways. We hope you have the best season ever. Later. I love you. Bye.
All right, now that you know our top picks for snow goggles this season, you should check out our top picks in snow goggle lens colors in this video right here. Check it out.